More rankings. Yes, of course, more rankings. Why not? Let's look at the teams that this week that were ranked number 29 through 20th in the 2022 Summer Classic rankings. The rankings, of course, are all based on the records and the teams you played through the tournament and how far you went on Sunday's brackets. So let's look at last week's. We reviewed, we went number 39, Big Stick Energy from Spokane, number 38, Box Office Hitters, also from Spokane, 37, Stripes Sports, and 36, Westside met in their division finals. They both had great runs in their brackets. Number 35, C Squad from Spokane. Number 34, Rogers Burgers, Justin's team out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Number 33, Outlaw Barbecue, one of Lindsay's two teams that were in the tournament. Number 32, Spokane Retros, who were in a division championship a couple years ago, passed the bunt 31, and Short Strokes, number 30. Okay, we dive right in with number 29. Number 29 is the free agents from Missoula, Montana, Mike Wright's team. This is their third tournament appearance. They their first year, they won their bracket. Last year, they were in Group B, where they went 1-2. They ended up beating Alaska Elite 12-3. Then they lost to Flame Babe in a close game 18-7, and then lost to Lopez AWT in the late Saturday game in round robin play 16-6. Last year they were ranked in 2021. They were ranked 27th. This year they were ranked 29th, so pretty close to the same rankings for Mike's squad. That put them in the silver division, and they in the first round played Band of Misfits, Cindy Kuhn's team from Coeur d'Alene, and they out at Ramsey too. Cindy's team had a great run in the tournament, and anyways, free agents fell as a victim to Cindy's squad, 23-12 in the first round. As of right now, we're not sure if Mike's team is in the tournament or not. Haven't heard from him. So, Mike, let me know. Okay, number 28, Multiple Scoregasms from Missoula, Montana. Fuda Samuel's team has been in this tournament for their 5th year in a row. He's always brought a real competitive team. Last year, in 2021, they were ranked 8th. They slipped a little bit last year. Looked like they were short a few players. I don't know that for sure, but just watching them a little bit. Not quite the same squad they had in years past. They were ranked 28th. So, like I said, it was their 5th tournament appearance. They played out of Group O, which was a tough group. They went 0-2-1. They took on Speed Kills and lost to them 14-8. And then had a great game with Ruckus where they ended up in a 10-10 tie. I know no one likes ties, but, you know, on round robin play, we have to get the games going. So 10-10 tie there. And then played Steve's team from Coeur d'Alene, Balls Deep, where they lost 12-6. That put Fuda's team in the silver division, and they were out at Ramsey 5 where they took on Goat Show. And Goat Show just had a great opening Sunday morning, beating them 17-2. This year, they're not in the tournament, though. Fudo's going to be back out here with another team. So number 28, Multiple Scoregasms. Continuing the countdown now, we move into number 27, Lopez AWT. This team's from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Joe Lopez runs the squad with his brother Gabe. This is their 3rd year back as a team. They played as, they were in my first 2 years. They played in the first 2 Summer Classics as Dirtbags, and they won. They were the champions of the Platinum Division way back then. So since they've been back, they were ranked 18th in 2021. Last year they came in ranked 27th. Playing out of Group B where they went 2-1. They lost to Flambabe 20-3, but then came back and beat Alaska Elite 23-12, and then they played the Free Agents and they beat them 16-6. So a couple good W's on the record there for them. That put them in the bronze division out at Ramsey 5, where Lopez and friends played another one from Spokane, Washington, out at Ramsey 5, and they ended up losing that game 27-7. Currently, Lopez AW team is in the field for 2023. So, number 27, Lopez AWT out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Okay, this is another team that's been in a lot of Summer Classic tournaments with a lot of tournament experience. It's Shenanigans, number 26 from, they got a team kind of a hybrid from Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. Troy Johnson's been running the team. This is their 8th tournament appearance. They've been in the semifinals the last couple of years. And so they've made some deep runs in this tournament. In 2021, they were ranked 30th. Last year, they ranked 26th, so they moved up a little bit, 4 spots. They were Group E participants, and they went 3-0, so they were the Group E winners. They beat Sage Creek 17-5, and then they beat Sit on My Bases from Spokane 20-17, and then they took care of Sucker Punch from Missoula, Montana 15-9. That put them in the bronze division, where they started out at Ramsey 4, taking on Spokane Retros in a very low-scoring game, 5-4. They took care of Spokane Retros in the quarterfinals. They did get a first-round bye with the 3-0 record. That pitted them up against AAs for Quitters and Carolyn's team took care of them 19-10 to beat them, but they're in the tournament this year. Number 26, Shenanigans. Okay, we jump right in again. Number 25 is another one from Spokane, Washington. Brandon Schulter, I've never tried to pronounce that last name, so I'm sure I butchered it. His team is back in the tournament for their 6th tournament appearance, so they're another quality veteran team for the Summer Classic. And they had a great little run. They went 2-1 in Group S, where they beat Short Strokes 19-11, lost to Chase and 8, which is just a juggernaut team, 21-1, and then they beat Hit Talkers from Kalispell 16-9. That put them in the bronze division, where they beat Rogers Burgers in the first round 13-3, then took down Lopez AWT 27-17, and then came up a bit short to Balls Deep 23-12 in the semis. But a nice little run for another one. They were ranked 26th in 2021. Last year, they were ranked 25th, and they're currently in the field for this year. So we're looking forward to having them back again. Another one, number 25, out of Spokane, Washington. Boy, as I'm going through these teams, I've noticed we have a lot of veteran teams in the field in this bracket, in this group of teams. Number 24, Never Give Up, from Missoula, Montana. This is Dan Chamberlain's team. He's been in the tournament 7 years in a row. Always a very competitive team. They played in 2021, let's go over their ranks. 2021, they were ranked 21st. Last year, they were ranked 24th. So once again, Dan brought over a very competitive squad. They were in Group G, where they went 1-2. And they played in a tough group. They took on One Vibe from Spokane and lost to them 13-5. Then they took on Band of Misfits. We talked about them a little earlier, the great run that Cindy's team had. They lost to them 16-7. And then they did get by Outlaw Barbecue 15-8. So to post a victory there. They were in the silver division, where they were out at Ramsey 4, and they took on Majestic Builders, Paul Rutherford's team from Coeur d'Alene, and they did lose to them 17-11 in the first round. So good news is Never Give Up was back in the field again this year. I'm looking forward to having Dan and friends back over to Coeur d'Alene. Number 24, Never Give Up. All right, number 23 is AA is for Quitters from Lewiston, Idaho. This is Carolyn Schmidt-Carlson's team that had a great run in the 2022 tourney. 2021, they were not in the tournament, but they were in the tournament 2020. So in, out, in, and sadly this year, they're not going to be participating this year due to a conflicting tournament in another state. So they were playing out of Group P, where they ended up winning the group. They went 3-0. They beat Strife Sports 26-14, took down the Pit from Fairfield 17-0, and then got by a very competitive Big Stick Energy team 12-6 to take that grouping. That put them in the bronze division, and they were playing. They started out again in Ramsey 3, where they beat Outlaw Barbecue 21-13 in the quarterfinals. Then beat a very good Shenanigans team 19-10, and then came up just a bit short against a very veteran Balls Deep team in the championship 14-4. But a great run for Carolyn's team. Sad that we're not going to see her this year. Hopefully we see her next year. AA is for Quitters, number 23. Okay, a very veteran team with number 22, Balls Deep. Balls Deep is one of the few teams that has been in every Summer Classic. So that's something that I just want to say thank you for to Steve and his team. Steve Van Kersblurk. I've never been able to pronounce his last name, even though I've known him for 15 years. This was his 12th tournament appearance. In 2021, they were ranked 43rd, so they made it quite a big jump going up to number 22. They played out of Group O, which was a tough group. They went 1-2. They lost to Ruckus from Spokane 25-10, then lost to Speed Kills 12-5, but then took down Multiple Scoregasms 12-6. That put them in the bronze division, where they made another great run. They took on Short Strokes and beat them 28-25 in an 8-inning game. That was one of the classic games of the tournament. Then in the quarterfinals, they took care of Pass the Bunt from Lewiston 16-6. And then they beat a very good another one team 23-12 in the semifinals. And then we just talked about the championship. They beat AAs for Quitters. Sadly, not in the tournament this year. They didn't post a team. We're going to miss you, Steve. Number 22, Balls Deep. Another team that had a great tournament run, number 21, Majestic Builders out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Paul Rutherford's squad this is their second tournament appearance. In 2021, they were ranked 40th, so they moved up to 21st. It was a great jump for Majestic. They were playing out of Group H, where they went 1-2. They beat NFD on a Friday night game 14-2, and then in a very close game out of Plants Ferry, lost to Red's Bar 14-13, and then came up short against the Diamond Mafia 19-4. That put them in the silver division, where they ended up taking on Never Give Up in the first round, Dan Chamberlain's team from Missoula, where they won 17-11. That put them in the quarterfinals against Ruckus, a tough team from Spokane, where they came up short 15-9. Sadly, Coeur d'Alene lost a lot of great teams this year, with Majestic Builders, Balls Deep, Corner Bar, all not putting in teams this year. So sadly, Majestic Builders also a team that won't be back for the 2023 tournament. But thank you, Paul, for putting in a team. Number 21, Majestic Builders from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Okay, and we get to another veteran team. This team has also played in every tournament possible, probably because I run the team. This is the Apple Knockers, a team I know very well. This is our 12th tournament appearance. We were ranked in 2021, we were ranked 36, so we moved up to 20th last year, so a much better showing for the Apple Knockers than the previous year, where I don't think we even won a game. We played out of Group C, where we went 2-0-1. We tied the Backdoor Bandits, Cassia's team. We had a great Friday night game where we tied 16-16. I wish we could have gotten a winner out of that, but it was fun nonetheless. Then we beat Spokane Retros out at Plants Ferry 16-6, and then in a narrow win, we beat Westside 11-10 out at Ramsey Field. That put us in the silver division, and sadly, we have not had good tournament runs. We've been knocked out in the first round for several years now. We lost to Savage Patch Kids. Joseph's team came out and took care of us 10-8 at Ramsey 3 for our first round loss. So number 20, the Apple Knockers. We're counting them down. We're down to just 19 teams, so we'll have 2 more installments of videos to go over those last few teams. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it.